Thank you so much for the comment. You can definitely do a version of the cinched ear warmer headband, and I'll show you how you can do this in this tutorial. We'll call it cinched headband number 2. But first, can we just take a minute to admire how beautiful this yarn is? It was pretty when it was in the yarn ball skein, but made into a project, it is just absolutely gorgeous. So at the end of the video, I will give you all the information on the yarn as well. But look at how iridescent and beautiful it is. It reminds me of a butterfly. Just gorgeous. So let's get going. We're doing this on the 48 needle circular knitting machine, but you can also do it on the 40. And we are going to yarn on with our project yarn or cast on, going over and under every needle one time around. And I like to start at the white needle and go all the way around till we get back to that white needle. Now we're going to put the yarn all the way down into the yarn holder and then into the middle tensioner, and we're going to do between 80 and 90 rows depending on what size head circumference you want. And this can be again adapted to the 40 needle circular knitting machine. It just won't be as wide if you do it on the 40. Either one work really well. So once you get as many rows as you want done, next you are going to cast off. And so you're going to take your needle and you want to make sure you have enough tail end of your yarn to be able to pretty much go around like the whole circumference of your machine. Then you'll have enough yarn to pick up each stitch as you're going all the way around. So once you have it off your machine, now what we're going to do is we're going to pull the end tail of your yarn like a drawstring, and that's going to cinch it closed. And because when you cast on and cast off without the waist yarn, it just makes that drawstring effect. So I pull it completely tight and then I've turned it inside out again, and then I take my needle and I work the yarn back and forth a few times. I sew it where that hole is just to secure it, and then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Pull the tail end of your working yarn to cinch it tightly closed. And this one you can't turn inside out, and so I just cinched it down, and now I'm just lining up where those ends of those tail ends of the yarn is. So I'm just going to move this one down to the back side there, and then I'm going to flip it around, and then we're going to take both ends of the tails of the working yarn, and then we're going to knot it just to close it and kind of line everything up. And then once it's closed and knotted down tightly, then I put both ends of the working yarn in my needle, and then I just sew back and forth quite a few times so it's secure in there, and then I knot it a few times, and then you leave in your ends, and I cut off any excess. And then this is going to be the inside where you're sewing, and then you'll flip it right side out again, and that will be how you wear it. So the yarn that was used to make this project is the I Love This Yarn brand Super Soft Super Saving. It's the color number 5001, name Brights, and it's a number 4 medium weight yarn. It is a little bit on the thicker side of a number 4, so tension is really important. I had it in the middle tension hole of my machine, and then I'd also hold it with my left hand, and I hand cranked it on the machine. For the project size, the overall length once completed is 8.5 inches wide, and this was at 80 rows. And then the overall width was at about 7 inches. If you do it on the 48 needle circular knitting machine, it'll be a little narrower. So please like and follow for more. Happy crafting!